اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Our respected ulama, sheikhs, all protocol reserved, I ask your permission before I go ahead with the speech. Shukran. I welcome you all, brothers and sisters, to this very sad gathering, but it's also an auspicious gathering to commemorate the heroes of Islam. One of our very important heroes was Lady Zainab alayhi salam. For if it was not for Lady Zainab alayhi salam to transpire and give us the true story of Karbala, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't even know what was Karbala. We wouldn't know what was the sacrifice of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. We wouldn't know what happened to Ali Asghar alayhi salam. We wouldn't know what happened to Imam Hussein on the plains of Karbala. I just want to take 5 minutes of your time and think deeply into why we are here. We are not here just for a gathering to say we were there. We are here to look inside and understand what did we get from Karbala. There's little children crying on the plains of Karbala. Al-Atash, Al-Atash, crying for water. And here we are today, wasting that pure water, and they wanted a drop of water. Al-Atash, Al-Atash, crying for water. What are we doing for our people? What are we doing for our children? Sukaina, Ruqayya, Ya Baba, why are you not coming back? Imam Hussein alayhi salam sacrificed his life for the truth, for humanity to be standing where it is today. I'm going to read some paragraphs from the speech of Lady Zainab alayhi salam, and I'm going to take a few key points from the lessons of what we see in our social life today. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, and blessings on my grandfather, the seal of divine prophet. Salawat. O Yazid, La'natullah, Allah says, and his words is true. Then evil was the end of those who did evil, because they rejected the communications and used to mock them. Surah 30 verse 10. O Yazid, La'natullah, do you believe that you succeeded in closing the sky and earth for us, and that we have become your captives just because we have brought before you in a row that you have secured control over us? This is the speech Lady Zainab alayhi salam gave in the courts of Yazid when they were taken captive. Do you believe that we've been afflicted with insult and dishonor by Allah, that you have been given honor, respect by Him? You have become boastful of His apparent victory that you have secured, and you have started feeling jubilant and proud over this prestige. As we all know, Yazid, La'natullah, was an oppressor. He is the one that caused the pain and suffering of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. And it's because of him, with all his pride and his dignity, and that he thought was his dignity, he slaughtered Imam Hussein alayhi salam and 72 of Imam Hussein's companions, and all Imam Hussein alayhi salam wanted was the truth. And we believe that it doesn't have to be quantity, it's quality that counts. Imam Hussein alayhi salam went with 72 people to the plains of Karbala, and it was those 72 that are making us stand as proud as we are today. It's a loss for all of us, but it's our pride. Labaika ya Hussein. Labaika ya Hussein. Labaika ya Hussein. Labaika ya Hussein. O son of freed slaves, is this your justice, that you keep your own daughters and slave maids veiled, while the daughters of the Prophet are being paraded? As we all know, when the ladies and the children were taken from town to town, from Karbala until they reached the court of Yazid, their hijabs were removed, their ornaments were removed. All that they were given from Rasulullah, from Imam Hussein, from Imam Hassan, was all taken from them. You are parading the most pure of pure, and you have the dignity to cover your own. What dignity is that? That's when we see our women today. Lady Zainab is talking to us. She's talking to the men. We see our new generation. They so-called dressy, half trousers falling off, revealing clothes. That's for the men. For the women, you are wearing tight clothes, revealing your body, and that's under the basis of society. What society is that? If we are following Lady Zainab, what is Lady Zainab saying? Cover yourself, keep chaste. It's written in the Quran. Keep you to yourselves. Men, same thing. It doesn't mean because men don't wear hijab like us, that's not hijab. Even by the way we cover, it's hijab. We go back to the speech of Lady Zainab. The near as well as the distant ones, the poor as well as the rich, the low as well as the high, all casting their glances at while our position is that such that there is no relative of ours to render us support. O Yazid La'natullah, whatever you have done proves your revolt against Allah and your denial and His Prophet, and the book of Sunnah that the Prophet ﷺ brought from Allah. Your deeds should not cause amazement, because one whose ancestors chewed the livers of martyrs, whose flesh grew up on virtuous people, who fought against the master of divine prophets, who mobilized parties for fighting against him, and who drew swords against him, would obviously excel all Arabs in disbelief, sinfulness, excesses, and hatred against Allah. Back again to our daily lives. How the Sheikh told us during these 10 days, how we get our sustenance has to be halal. It doesn't, everything that we do has to be in the halal way. It's a very clear sign from Lady Zainab alayhi salam. What we do, how we, like Sheikh just mentioned just now, our unity, all those things have to be in a halal way. We can't be crying for Imam Hussein alayhi salam, but at the same time we have hatred and animosity at the same time. They just don't work together. It's like water and oil. They'll never mix. Remember that the evil deeds and sinful actions that you have committed are the result of kufr, and the hatefulness you bear because of your ancestors who were killed in Badr. One who casts his glance of enmity, malice, and hatred upon us does not lag behind in practicing enmity against us. He proves his disbelief, declares that his tongue jubilantly proclaims, I have killed the sons of Prophet and of Allah and made his progeny captive, and wishes that his ancestors had lived to see this achievement. And he proclaimed, O Yazid, may your hands not lose their strength. You have wreaked good vengeance on our behalf. If I carry on, it will take a bit of time. So I'm just going to take a few key points from the life of Lady Zainab alayhi salam. As we all know, Lady Zainab alayhi salam was the granddaughter first of all of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam and Khadija al-Kubra alayhi salam, and the blessed daughter of Imam Ali alayhi salam and Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam. Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Lady Zainab alayhi salam was known as Masiba. Her name was also mother of misfortunes. Her true name, Zainab alayhi salam, was ornament of her father. Once Lady Zainab alayhi salam had a dream when she was young. She dreamt that there was winds in the city, and it was a very dark, and the earth and the sky had turned dark. And she tossed in the air, and suddenly she found herself stuck to branches on a huge tree, but there was wind that was so strong that it uprooted the tree and the branches from the tree. She then caught hold of twigs, and even that broke. So she went to tell the story to the Prophet ﷺ, and he explained to her. He hugged her and he cried, and he said, Ya Zainab alayhi salam, I will shortly depart this world, which are the branches, and your parents are the branches of this tree. Your twigs are Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein alayhi salam. They will shortly depart you, but you are the one that will carry on the message of the true Islam to where it is today. Why we commemorate these special days, especially the first 10 days, is because Lady Zainab alayhi salam was the first to commemorate the Majlis for 10 days, telling us what conspired before and after Karbala. Some of the things that we learned from Lady Zainab was education. We are lacking in education, my brothers and sisters. We are not, education is not only in schools, education is at home. Women are the education. Women need to stand up and know their education. They need to know that they are the first teachers to their children.
Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
If we look at Lady Zainab alayhi salam, she learned the Quran, she learned about the Ahlul Bayt, she learned about the Sunnah. And we as women are slacking because what the media portray us as are just used as tools for men. We sell our souls, and at the same time men are weak and they make us think that's our status in society. That is not our status. It is not our status as women. If Lady Zainab alayhi salam could stand up against the tyrant Yazid of her time, why can't we stand up as women and be the Zainab of our time?
Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
The best example I can give you is in Iran. There are high posts, ministry of Muslim women in hijab. How did she get it? Because of true faith. She doesn't have to sell her body to get to where she is.
Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Our society is what controls us nowadays, brothers and sisters. The media is what controls us. If you see, for example, the women, they portray themselves, oh, she has to dress like this, or she have to do this, or she have to do that. No. Zainab alayhi salam didn't do that. Fatima Zahra alayhi salam didn't do that. So why should we? Why are we degrading ourselves? Why? For what? Are we going to get the blessings from Allah on the day of judgment? What's the use of crying here in the majlis? Then on the day of judgment, when Sayyidah Fatima Zahra alayhi salam is asking us, what did you do? Nothing. Zero. Why? Because I was following social media. I was following the majority. What is the majority going to do for you on the day of judgment? Nothing. Nothing. So why are we lacking behind? Educate your children. Educate yourselves. Brothers, educate your women. Educate your daughters. Don't wait for them to become baligh to start this revolution. It says that you should start training your child from the age of 7. Discipline is very critical from the age of 7 to 14 as a mother and as a parent. You have to be very strict, but it doesn't mean you have to abuse your child. Abuse is not in Islam, but discipline from the age of 7 to 14 is what our mothers and our fathers have to do to their children today. So when at the age of 14, where they are now mature enough, they can now tell the difference between what's right and what's wrong. But no, we want to start disciplining when the child becomes 14, when they become teenager. No, that's the time the child understands. No, that's the child, now the time where the child becomes into peer pressure. You lose your child. You're going to lose your child at 14. So claim your child at the age of 7, brothers and sisters.
Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
We come to a lesson of attitude. If you as a woman have a don't care attitude to your husband, automatically your children are going to do that. And if you as the man have the I know everything attitude, your children are going to take the same thing and have no respect for either party. So why? Why are we doing such a thing? Why are we spoiling the new generation? We want the new generation to be the soldiers of Imam Mahdi Ajallah Fajr Sharif. but we have no respect for each other. So what are we doing? What are we doing? What did Imam Ali alayhi salam used to do? Imam Ali alayhi salam used to help Sayyidah Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. Time for cooking, time for cleaning, they used to take it in turns. But our new generation of men say, no, it's not my responsibility, I was working the whole day, so I can't help you. Okay, you taking your role model as Imam Ali. What did Imam Ali used to do? Help his wife with the children, with the food, with anything. Women, if it was not for Khadija al-Kubra alayhi salam, Islam wouldn't have prospered in the beginning stages. We are the force of our men. If we don't support our men, Islam can't go forward. It can't. I'm going to be very factual with you. Your husband's bone, his spine, this bone that connects his body, is you. Don't abuse it. Use it. Don't abuse it. Make him stronger, to give him the courage, the capacity, the capability to be able to support his community, to support your family. Not when your husband come in fasting, no salam, no nothing, you start fighting. So what did you follow from Lady Zainab alayhi salam? What did you follow from Fatima Zahra alayhi salam? Nothing. You didn't do anything. Even we need to go down to Mahram. Those are things Lady Zainab alayhi salam said in her speech. There is no strong man to support us right now as Imam Zainul Abidin is sick. Who is our Mahram? Our Mahram need our support. Both sides, men and women. Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam used Sayyidah Zainab alayhi salam as his Mahram to do the support, the preaching, while he could not, while he was recovering. And after that, Lady Zainab carried on, and Imam Zainul Abidin carried on his side. But we help each other. There is a misconception that we have in our community that we should have equal rights. Equal rights have a limit. Look, Lady Zainab alayhi salam. Yes, there was equal rights. She had the courage and the strength to stand up to Yazid. But she knew her limit. She knew her boundary. Because she's a woman. There is a limit for a woman. Not everything I want to be there. No. Not everything is for you as a man, and not everything is for a woman. Look, let's go into, for example, the best example. I was reading a book while I was compiling this speech, that there were some women that decided, oh no, we want to go and work in an iron company. We want to be like the men because we have equality. Okay, they worked for 1 month and they did statistics. The women came out critical. They were internally bleeding. They had organs that were just confusion inside the system. When they went to do the same statistics with the men, nothing happened. Because it's not our place as women. That's where you see equality is not everywhere. There are limits, there are boundaries to equality. Not everything has equality. For example, have you ever seen a man give birth? Good question. Have you ever seen a man give birth to a child? Can they bear what you can bear? No. Because Allah gave you that strength. It's your strength. It's your capability. Can you multitask as a man? Can a man do more than 3 things at one time? I'm asking. Good question. Can a man do more than 3 things at once? No. But a woman, she can do even 5. She can be cooking, she can be cleaning, she can be seeing to the child, she'll be do the. But by the time 5 o'clock finish, for example, everything would be ready.
Salawat. Muhammad.
Let's exchange roles for 1 day. Men be the woman, woman be the man. You come back after half an hour, the man will say, I surrender. Am I right or am I wrong?
Very right.
After half an hour, hey, me, I can't take your children. Come and take them away.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل
But you there with your child suffering day and night. That's when I say there is equality in certain things, and certain things we are not equal. Lady Zainab showed us these things in the course of Yasin. Yes, we are women. We have our duty as women in certain aspects of life. And we are that trunk of the men. The fruits are our children. But if we don't be the trunk for our men, nothing will prosper. It doesn't only be in Islam, in your marriage, in your home, in your family. A good example, when somebody gets married, they forget about their mother's family or their father's family, where they were born. Huh? It's my husband. It's your husband. Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Who brought you up for 15, 20, 30 years? Was it not your parents? A good example, when Lady Zainab alayhi salam got married, there were two conditions that were made for her. And the condition was that wherever Imam Hussein alayhi salam would go, Lady Zainab alayhi salam would go. And the second condition was that she had to see her family, her brothers, at least once a day. Once a day. But you'll see us as the women, oh no, because I'm too tired, I'll go to my mother's house next month. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, your mother is phoning, your father is phoning, you don't want to go. So, what connection are you still having to your past? That is not your past, it's your present. Because if it was not for that past, you wouldn't be able to nurture your new family and your new home. Same thing goes to the brothers. We have a misconception sometimes as women. We try and make our husbands forget about where they came from. No, it's wrong. They must know, they must remember where they came from. Because if it was not for those people that brought him up, you wouldn't have your husband. Would you have your husband? No. So how can you make him forget about his parents? Do you have the right as a woman to do that? Would you want your husband to make you forget about your family? No. So let's rethink it, brothers and sisters. This is not only for women. This is for men. Lady Zainab alayhi salam spoke in all angles of life. It was not only for men and it was not only for women. But let's take the most important things from the Ahlul Bayt and put them in our life. And everything from Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam is important. The way we talk, the way we dress, the way we eat, the way we sit, the way we laugh, everything. There's nothing that's not been covered by the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. So if we want to move forward with a better generation to come, let us start from today. Let us change. Let this Ashura be the opening light. Let us change our attitudes towards each other. Let's be open-minded towards each other. Let's accept one another. Color, creed, race. There's no such thing as race. We as human beings are the ones that make race. Have you ever seen in the Quran it's written that John was black and Peter was brown and then... No. No. Let us take out that racial issue from our mentality. Because even on the plains of Karbala, if we want to say there was a black companion fighting on the plains of Karbala with Imam Hussein. So how can we say there's race? Does Islam talk about race? No. Who was the first muaddin in Islam? It was Bilal. Am I right or am I wrong, brothers and sisters? Karbala, like Sheikh said in his lectures, Karbala is everywhere. Ashura is every day. Let us not forget why we are here. Let us benefit as much as we can. Little babies crying for water on the plains of Karbala. And when Imam Hussein alayhi salam asked, Hal min yansuruna? Who answered? Ali Asghar alayhi salam.
لبيتك يا حسين.
لبيك يا حسين.
Imam Hussein alayhi salam took his 6-month-old baby and presented his baby in front of the army of Yazid and said, "What has this innocent 6-month-old baby done to you?" And immediately an arrow came and went through his neck. And his innocent soul, his innocent blood, was sacrificed for us to be here today, brothers and sisters. How can we still go against the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam? How? Zainab alayhi salam chained Kulthum, Ruqayya, for us to be free today. It's our freedom. It's our independence. 10th of Muharram is our independence as Ithna Ashar. Don't throw it away because of the majority. Please. Imam Hussein alayhi salam made us strong today. He made us the strength. So don't throw it away. Please, brothers and sisters, I request as your sister, don't throw away what happened in Karbala to be part of a good society according to what the media says today. A small little closing, that banner, it touches me right to my last. Abu Fadl Abbas alayhi salam never ever called Imam Hussein alayhi salam by his name brother. And he went to ask for permission before he went to collect water. And he got to the water and he wanted to put the water in his mouth. And he heard the cries of Sukaina. Al-Atash! Al-Atash! Ruqayya! Al-Atash! Al-Atash! Crying for water. And he said, "No, I can't put this water in my mouth until I take it back to Sukaina." And as he went back with the water, they killed Abu Fadl Abbas. And Imam Hussein alayhi salam came to his side and he said, "Ya Imam, give me the permission to call you my brother for the last." And here we are throwing away our brothers and sisters. Why? Because of jealousy. What is jealousy? Look, the respect. Abu Fadl Abbas said right to his last, and he said, "Please, let me call you my brother." Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. If we can make a salawat to Imam Hussein. Assalamu alaikum ya Aba Abdullah. Assalamu alayka ya Ibn Rasulullah. Assalamu alayka Ibn Fatimah عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بكيت وبكي الليل والنهار ولا جعل الله آخر الآخر من بزيادتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين عليه السلام.
لبيك يا حسين.
السلام عليكم.
لبيك يا حسين. لبيك يا حسين. لبيك يا حسين. لبيك يا حسين. صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Yeah, very powerful words and deeply touching words from our sister there. I was once reminded this morning by my boy when he said